Good morning, everyone. Now I'm recording this on the 5th of August 2025, and it is 9:01 a.m. in my area. So let's see. Dow Jones last night had a very big move upwards. It's about 585 points. So does this mean that this trend will continue going upwards? Let's check it out. First, we look at the hourly chart. As you can see, after after it develops this lower high, you can see a lower high, and it breaks the neckline. It just goes down and then retests the neckline, and then before failing and crashing all the way downwards. So when it crashed downwards, you see the momentum slows down, and then technical, we call this a technical rebound actually. So on the hourly chart, there has a technical rebound bouncing upwards. So does this mean that the longer term trend that it will continue going upwards, continue all the way up, or will it continue going downwards? Let's check out the higher time frame. So this is a daily chart now. As you can see on the daily chart, it is on a downtrend. You can see here, after it touches the previous high, it's sort of like made a small slight lower high here, which is a little bit troubling, because when it shows that failure to move above or equal to this previous high indicates that there's a likely consolidation move or something. So this is the neckline here. So when it's touching at the neckline right now, it might break down. But for now, due to the hourly chart rebound, we might see a little bit slow down on the momentum here, which coincides with this support area. Whether it will break, it might break and retrace further downwards, or it might just consolidates here and try to break out from here. There's two possible scenarios here ongoing for the Dow Jones. So for now, the candles looks big. You can see the candles looks big. So it might continue all the way down here and retest this support area here, coincides with the moving average, or it might just be supported here at the neckline. So we're not really sure whether it will continue breaking downwards or going to rebound back upwards in the daily chart, that is. So let's check out the weekly chart. Weekly charts, as you can see here, this is a strong resistance zone area here. You can see every time it touches here, it will just pull back, touches here and a serious pullback. Now it's touching here again. So whether this will break out, we won't know. It might. There's no 100% to everything in the stock market. So but you can see here, when the momentum slows down here, a very strong rebound from the 39,000 level, 39,000 plus minus level, all the way to the highs of 45,000. So right now you can see here, all the momentum is very strong. Here, all the candles are very big. Slows down, then it continues strong, and then slows down again. It is now slowing down at a very critical area, which is the previous resistance area, here and here. So in the longer term, whether this will be just a breakdown to retest this area maybe, or a smaller pullback, but there should have some sort of pullback in the longer term, because the momentum is slowing down here. So it's not advisable to be buying in here. The risk is a lot higher. If you intend to buy, just wait for a longer term pullbacks and then a slow momentum like this one. This kind of momentum slows down. When the momentum slows down, you can start buying, accumulating your position, and then wait, just wait, and it will go up. So this is in May, late April and early May. When the momentum slows down, you can start buying. Maybe you can buy If you have very deep pockets, you can buy a few $100,000 worth of stocks and everything here, because this is the index. So you should most probably be buying the index which has very strong momentum upwards, or a lot of activities once. So you can buy this one and then wait. And then this is in, let's say you finish your accumulation in early May. So early May, after early May, you sort of like gone up about 2 months. In 2 months time, you would have made about uh, from 39,000 all the way to, let's say you are exiting now and it's about 44,000 plus minus. So it's quite a profitable move like this kind. So but this one, I don't suggest to buy in at this point, because you see the momentum is slowing down on the weekly chart. So if you're planning to invest in an ETF on the Dow Jones index, better be careful. It's not advisable to be buying at this point. You can see this one as well. This is the hourly chart. After the momentum slows down, buy in, and then goes up all the way up here. But you can see here that the candles are very big at the first point, and then it sort of like slowing down. You can see the candles getting smaller and smaller. It's facing resistance, most probably from these areas. You can see these areas here. You can see these areas. This is where all those every time it touches here, there's some kind of bounce and counter bounce like this. So every time it touches this zone, it will have some kind of resistance and or support areas. So when it goes back up to here, expect some kind of maybe consolidation and then another pullback downwards. How deep is the pullback? We won't know until it sort of happen, and as it goes, we will find out more about it. So this is Dow Jones. Let's check out the Bitcoin. Let's check out Bitcoin. Because a lot of people are playing Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, this is our hourly chart. You can see that for the hourly chart, every time it goes down all the way down here, it pulls back all the way up here back to the mean. When it goes back to the mean, there's a lot of resistance here. You can see all the wicks here, which coincides also with this previous area. So it tries to break out, but it fails. It's having a red candles. But on the longer term trend, let's see on the daily chart. The longer term trends, however, shows that when it goes down here, there's a lot of support here. You can see here a lot of support, a lot of long weeks here. It's supported for a few days, about a week, and then it breaks down again. So when it breaks down the support, this area becomes a very strong resistance zone. So even if there's any significant rebound or anything, it will go into this zone here and most probably will be stuck here for a while, about 118, 119 area. So if this, you can see this, the momentum is slowing down. If this momentum gets smaller and smaller and smaller, then perhaps this is a good buy-in if you like to chase this kind of pullback moves. So if the momentum slows down, you might want to buy in here. Let's check out the weekly chart. Weekly chart shows that it's still strong. It has a bounce upwards here. You can see it bounced upward, a small pullback for a few weeks, and then a bounce back upwards. So in the long term, it is pointing upwards. It's still going upwards. So this is just a temporary pullback, as you know that the main trend is still up. Any pullbacks around to previous support, resistance turn support area is a good buy-in, especially when the momentum slows at that point. So you can just buy in here and then wait whether you can make some profit out of it. I can see that the moving average is still pointing upwards. So this is a good buy if the momentum slows down at those important points. Okay, this is Bitcoin. So let's check out something else. Gold. Gold, let's check out the weekly chart first. You can see this is gold. after the very strong move upwards, it tries to goes up. You can see here a lot of wicks here, means there is a lot of sellers here. The buying failed to push it upwards. The sellers are keeping in control. A few attempts to try to push it down, but still fail. Means the buyer is still quite strong here, and I'm not surprised if this consolidates for a while, about here, consolidated, and then continue upwards. It might happen this way because you can see this moving average still pointing upwards. It can also happen this kind of scenario, consolidated, and then it breaks down, try to go near to the mean, maybe somewhere around here, maybe. Yeah, somewhere around here, about $3,000 level, plus minus. It might have a pullback, serious pullback to here, and then bounce back again. So this is possible, especially this is a weekly chart. So daily chart, let's check out the daily chart. Also pointing upwards is very strong, but it is on the consolidation area. You can see here, consolidated here. So this is the lower limit. So this is the upper limit. So it's consolidating within this area. So it's not much of a move unless you're scalping all these smaller moves here and here. So unless you can very well capture this kind of moves, I don't suggest playing gold actually. It's consolidating. You always go for the trend. Hourly chart. Hourly chart shows that there is a small short-term move upwards, but then you can notice that it will most probably be pulling back soon because a very strong move upwards, a very small upwards move. So it shows that the momentum is slowing down also because the first spurt here is very strong, pullback, and then the second push upwards is very weak. You can see all the candles are getting smaller and smaller, and then another pullback. Most probably there will be another smaller one and then crash down. So I don't suggest playing gold. Let's add another one, Tesla. So Tesla, let's check out Tesla. Where is it going to go in the long term? This is the weekly chart. So it has a small rebound, about $6.6 plus, about 2%, mainly because it has touched this previous resistance and turned into support area. So it is entering this zone. So once it enters this zone, expect some kind of support being held here. Whether it will break above or break below the support, we'll have to check out how it will go. But then you can see that the momentum actually slows down, the selling momentum consolidating itself. But then the selling momentum is not that big. Yeah, that's true, it's not that big, and then it's slowing down. So it might build into something stronger, it might go back upwards, it might, there's no 100%. So what we are seeing is there might be improvement to Tesla. Okay, weekly chart shows that it's still hugging this moving average. Short-term weakness, you can see here. All the tops are quite getting lower and lower, and it's supported by this zone here. When it touches here and then break down, touches here, break down, but it breaks out, then supported by this zone, supported by this zone. So it now is coming down again to this zone. So whether it will continue down to this zone and then another breakout above it, it might happen. So daily chart shows that it is on a consolidation mode until here it's consolidating. So it might take some time before there's any significant move for Tesla. So okay, I try not to make this video too long. Remember to like, subscribe my video, and share it out if there's anyone who is interested to learn about momentum trading. Momentum trading is a very simple method. All you have to do is gauge where it's going. Firstly, you gauge where the trend is going, then the momentum, whether it's strong or not, and then when the momentum's weak, you start selling. When the momentum's just like here, momentum weak, you start buying. Especially when there's near the previous resistance or support areas. So whenever it goes into this area and you see momentum slows down, there's a very strong possibility that there is a rebound somewhere. So when there's a really strong rebound like here to here, you would have captured about this is about 215 or let's say take this $225 plus minus here, depend on how you accumulated your stock. And when you start selling, when the momentum slows down somewhere around here, it's 300 plus. So you make about $100+ here to here. It's not too shabby. It's April to July. Maybe June, not July. It's June. So it's April to June, about 2 months. In 2 months' time, you make about $100 plus per share. So it's not that bad, especially if you're trading for the long term or semi investing. So this is a very good one if you trade this kind of moves. But this is a lower time frame daily chart. So if you trade this kind of swings, you do make some money, but it will be require some kind of active monitoring, because this daily chart, it can change very fast. So I usually try to trade daily and weekly chart, because weekly chart for the longer term, which I will be away on a long-term trip, so won't be around in somewhere in October, if I'm not mistaken. I'll be going to China, Xinjiang. Just relax and enjoy. It's a very expensive trip. Actually, it's very expensive trip. About 20,000 plus yuan. So let's hope it's a good trip. So for now, I will be start converting my positions to longer term, and this kind longer term positions that requires only attention about 1 or 2 months time before changing in my position again. So it depends on how you trade. Actually, if you trade, you're very active, you look at screens all the time, and you can try trading hourly or daily chart. But if you really can stick to the screen for a very long period of time, you can even trade the hourly or 30 minutes. I don't recommend going too low, because the lower it is, the more volatility and all the momentum might just comes and goes very fast. So if you go too low, expect a lot of volatility. If you're a beginner, try to trade long term, weekly chart, daily chart. If you're intermediate and you have a lot of time in your hands that you can look at the screen all the time, try it 1 hourly or 30 minutes. Okay. So yeah, let's not make this too long. Like and subscribe my video, and share it now, and trade safe. Goodbye.